Welcome, strangers, to our show. My name is Krista. I like the champagne.
And I'm Melody Mia.
And we are, let me tell you, we are a show that reviews movies and TV shows. And this time we are talking about Dr. Seuss's OG, The Grinch.
Yeah, classic.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas and The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Oh, that's the titles?
They all have different names.
Oh, I didn't know
It's,
that.
it's stupid. It's all The
Yeah,
Grinch.
yeah, it is.
Consistently a flock of Grinches.
Yeah.
Did you rewatch everything, or you made it to the first two?
Yeah. So I watched the first one, the one that was the first storybook telling one. I watched
Mm-hmm.
the live action one. The last one, animation, I could not find it free.
I'll put it on. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I put it on about an hour and a half ago, and it was on.
Hmm.
It was watching me more than I
I
was
believe
watching
it.
it,
Yeah,
and I don't have a bad opinion of that movie. It just was
it was on.
on.
I think
Yeah,
I remember it enough to make a
very
good,
informative. Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, you want to give the synopsis first, or how we feel about the movie first
I
in the
mean,
context?
do we need a synopsis? Let's see what we have here.
Yes, what if people never seen the Grinch?
Hmm, that'd be
But
shocking for me. Okay, so the one that popped up for the newer movie is the Grinch and his loyal dog Max live a solitary existence inside a cave on Mount Crunk. His main source of aggravation comes during Christmas time, when his neighbors in Whoville celebrate the holidays with a bang. When the Who's decide to make Christmas bigger and brighter, the disgruntled Grinch realizes there is one way to gain peace and quiet. With help from Max, the Green Grump hatches a scheme to pose as Santa Claus, steal Christmas, and silence the Who's holiday cheer once and
I
for
mean,
all.
it's the same story for all three of them, for real.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me see what the other one says. Oh, nothing really.
A green, angry who decides to
Yeah.
steal Grinch
one
stole Christmas.
one adds in a live adaptation of the beloved Christmas tale by Dr. Seuss. So you get the gist.
I've learned from rewatching all three of them is that the Cindy Lou Who storyline is the one that changes
Yeah,
from movie to movie. Like they had the Who's are who changes, where like the Grinch is consistently the Grinch
great.
from movie to movie. So back to the original question. How do you feel about the Grinches?
I love the Grinches. The first one is a classic, of course. That's how you get introduced to the Grinch. That one is more storytelling. It's like more narration. It's the actors are not really talking as much. You get to see it's fast as heck too. When I
It's
rewatched
only
it,
like
I was
30 minutes
like,
long.
that's a commercial. Like, that's a YouTube skit. I didn't even realize it was that short.
Not a YouTube skit.
I mean, it was short, wasn't
I mean, I feel like it was appropriately length for when it came out. It came out 1977. The like the Charlie Brown ones were
it?
also only like a half an hour. So I'm thinking they did like half an hour specials at that time.
It definitely was a television special. It was fast.
Yeah. I think the specials of that time was about a half an hour. Unless you're talking about like the stop motion joints that was like 2 hours.
Yeah. But it was
But
nice.
yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
next one, the live action one, a little more. Honestly, it didn't feel lengthy because I like to watch it, but it was longer than the
Mhm.
first one. It was great. No freaking complaints. We get a lot new characters
Mhm.
that brings more to the story. I think in the first one it was just book narration, which made it work. It was fits. But this one, the characters in Whoville get lines, and
Get a whole
you get a whole
Whoville,
thing. You get a whole show.
a whole town.
You get a whole
Mhm.
backstory. This why I love this one because you get the backstory on the Grinch, like when he's a kid and why, like what turned him into the Grinch. So
Mhm.
this one I really enjoy. Favorite,
Mhm.
top one. The third one, to my memory, I like it. They made it more modernized. They because I was going to. You can cut
What
it
was you
if
gonna
it's
say?
just. incorrect. But I was going to say that they made it. I feel like they wanted to gear it to the younger blacks, in
I
my
was about
opinion.
to say,
But
when
I
I
didn't
give
want to
you
say that
mine,
because I don't like to be controversial. But
like it was produced by Pharrell and Tyler the Creator.
okay, then that
It
makes
can't
sense.
get blacker.
Can't
It
get
don't get
blacker.
no blacker.
It was a little
It
more
don't
hip
get,
hoppy.
don't get
It
no
had a little more
blacker.
flavor to it. It was fun. It was
Hmm.
fun for sure.
I also I work my way back from this way. So the newer one was so music heavy. I
Hmm.
take that back. It was storyline heavy, but the music in this one was at the forefront of the story. When a scene changed, you hear that Pharrell boom, boom, boom. You know, he got that beat in front of
The
all his
music.
other music. Like you got the voice of Tyler the Creator, where like when he's singing and rapping, he's in Tyler the Creator voice, so his voice is kind of deep and gritty. So the music was so much towards the front that I definitely give the third movie the credit for having the best music.
Oh, for
Even
sure.
the Grinch song in this one with Tyler the Creator's voice is just so good. It's
Yeah.
so good. The second one to me has the best Grinch.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey killed
A1
the
day one.
Grinch.
Yeah.
So good. Ron Howard directed the hell out of that movie, all up and down.
Beautiful.
He made a movie. He made
Yeah.
cinema of the Grinch.
Yes.
He made cinema of the Grinch. And then the first one, like you said, is an OG. It's based off the book. So you just give the book, it gave the book life
Yes.
and made the book. The voice acting in that one is very good as well. But I think that one has the best voiceover work. The
Agreed.
narrator, he's telling you what's going on. He's grinchy and smell like
Hmm.
a bad banana or whatever he would say. Like his voice did the work that the other movies did with acting and then in terms of music. So
Yeah.
they're great. All three of them are great. I would also give it to Jim Carrey as the best one. I
That's
think it's
fun.
a tell of our ages that
Yeah.
Dustin was the best one. Because
Okay, so
my
we need to
mother,
get a poll going.
I was telling my mother that we was doing it, and she's like, "Nah, the first one." Like she didn't even like. She's like, "I didn't even like that one with Jim Carrey. He too good." Okay.
See that she pulling to me. Not he too goofy.
When I'm not supposed to argue about it.
Did she watch the
Okay.
newest one?
I don't know if she has, but my sons have seen all three of them. And CJ, who is the 11-year-old, this new one, we had the album playing in my car for months.
Yeah.
It's Valentine's Day. Throw that Grinch on.
Thought I could it's time.
Where we going? We have enough time for that Grinch music.
Yes.
So, in my the 9-year-old now loves it. Like the soundtrack worked for the whole family. So,
Yeah.
I really think it's about generational. When it came out, I think that makes a difference on how you view these movies. We should put out a
We gotta
poll.
put a poll.
I think I'm
Yeah.
going
Because I'm
to put out a
curious.
poll to see,
That'd be nice.
who gets the numbers there.
All right.
Okay. As for the story, right? So just to talk about the three different vibes they gave.
Mhm.
The first movie, the first Grinch. Yo was really evil.
Level 1 to 10. What was his scale?
I wouldn't say either three of them was actually 10 because they went out there killing folk, but I give him an 8.
For sure. Yeah, I was gonna say 8 too.
The scene that made him the 8. So I'm watching, having a good time. I'm like, oh yes. When he pulls the candy canes from the sleeping baby's hand,
Fuck that baby. Yeah. Yeah. All of it going.
sleeping in the bed, he pulled the candy cane from each of them baby's hands. I said, he is really evil. Like he not for play. It's not for fake.
He was taking dinner. He was taking presents. He was taking it all.
He was. It was from the baby's sleeping hands though. Like that's not in none of the other movies. That's just in that movie. He took the candy from them sleeping babies' arms. The one little Cindy Lou Who. So in this movie, Cindy Lou Who is there, but she's just like a little tiny
In her
who.
house.
This is after he steals the candy cane from her sleeping hands.
Yeah.
she she comes down and catches him still in the tree. And he's like, oh, there's something wrong with it. I gotta take it up to my factory and bring it back. You lying to this baby.
Why did Cindy Lou come downstairs? She just had the urge to come down
To get some warm milk.
Oh yeah, okay.
A
And then
glass of
she
milk or
gave
water.
him a hug. It warmed his little
And
heart.
even more in the first one, this he was he was like talking to her, like
Yeah.
in her face, like he didn't have on a mask, he just had on like a Grinch costume, which makes Cindy Lou Who a little stupid because he's a whole green man.
She didn't know
You
what
think
Santa looked like.
you've seen images of Santa? Was he green, little ma'am? He was not.
Was he just colored the pictures?
You should have screamed. It's time to scream and yell and get your family involved.
It was like, it must be Santa. He got the suit.
He's
Half
evil. The long finger. And like he looks evil. Thick brow. Evil. Yeah, but that's what I want to talk about. That when it comes to who is the evilest.
Yeah.
I would give it to him.
But he did have the quickest turnover to back nice. So
yeah,
it only took was that one hug. And he was back. His heart grew 10 times size.
It took the one what?
Hug. Didn't Cindy Lou hug him? And he was like that good.
Yeah, everybody from that. He took all the stuff up to the top of the mountain and he stood there and he said, they're gonna be waking up with no gifts. They're gonna be waking up with no gifts and they're gonna be so sad. And as he's like listening to him, they come out and they're
singing.
Like, forest.
Yeah. You're right.
And he's like, oh, my heart. And because he had his heart 3 times, it's too small.
I do think this one, compared to the other ones, did a better depiction of like, quote unquote, the true meaning of Christmas. Because like in this one, he took all of their gifts and material items. Hell, he even took the dinner. And it was still had the Christmas joy and still that sense of community and love. So I like this one. I like this one better for like the storytelling purposes. Because it's still like tied in. Yeah, like tied in the good faith of Christmas.
And the second one, they was mad as hell.
Yeah.
They woke up like,
oh, yes. He had every right to take that
stuff. sad. And the man came out there like, yo, I told you not to write that up.
The man was a trip, or the man was a character in himself.
Why y'all invite that up to the celebration?
His jealous self.
He was mad. He was losing his bitch.
Yeah, he was. But honestly, no, because she didn't even want him.
She wanted the Grinch. She did not want the man.
And even when the Grinch was up on the mountain, she still wasn't paying the man no damn mind.
It was her sexy eyes every time they talked about him.
Period. She wanted that man.
She was like,
she wanted him since grade school, baby.
Each time they talk about the Grinch.
Yeah.
Let me put in my nice dress.
Get ready. Her man coming home.
Every time she was choosing.
Okay, what would you rate this one of evilness?
The second one?
Yeah.
He 7, maybe 6.
Oh, okay.
He's misunderstood.
Yeah.
He's more misunderstood than anything, but he still did bad shit. It's not like he's just misunderstood and didn't do bad shit. He's misunderstood. Some of his anger is justified, but also
he was doing a lot of shenanigans.
In the same scene that we talked about from the first movie, in this movie, he's in the house getting Cindy Lou Who stuff right. He puts the tree in front of him and acts like he's like a he's a moving Santa tree and convince her that he's gonna help her out. Somehow he don't drag the tree over to the kitchen to get the girl the milk and everything.
Period.
But the thing that makes him less evil is that he did not pry anything out that child's hand.
Yeah, and we got the backstory. I was gonna give him like a 5.5.
Because you understand him.
Because I understand him. And honestly, he was trying to turn good when they invited him to the damn celebration. And then the mayor wanted to take it to another level and be petty, and then he flipped the switch.
So just some backstory. So they don't have any of this part in the animated one. In this one, we see that the Grinch was delivered to Whoville, like all baby Who's, but he didn't have a family. So he was delivered to these two old women.
Spinsters.
Yeah. And they raised him as an orphan, though. They didn't raise him as their own. They raised him as an orphan.
I thought they raised him as his own. Because that was his
No,
mom.
he did not call them moms or mommies. They raised him as an orphan.
Dang, I thought they ain't doing him too bad, honestly.
They raised him as Miss Crystal and Miss Mia.
We just so happen to get this baby at the doorstep.
That's our baby we take care of because the baby was left at our front door.
And that's the good thing to do.
That's how they raised him. And so he's raised in Whoville, and he goes to school in Whoville, like regular school. And him and the lady, who I can't remember her name, they were friendly. Yeah. When it was time to like exchange Christmas gifts, she was down. Like she was like, all right.
She liked the Grinch.
Grinchy Grinch. But this dude was jealous.
The
like sabotaged his gift. He also like he's hairier than the Who's that we see in this Whoville. So he like shaved himself up, tried to look nice for the girl.
And he was green.
He was roasting them for it.
Yeah, he did. I mean, that's kids for you though.
They will. Kids are dicks.
I'm telling you, they'll tear you apart.
That's the backstory for the beef between the three of them: the mayor, the sexy lady, and the Grinch.
Because she was always nice to him, but it was too much.
She liked the Grinch, but she was also a child who, was influenced by people around her. And so when they treated the Grinch badly and the Grinch ended up running away up to the Mount Crump, she really didn't speak up or do anything. So the little girl, Cindy Lou Who, she's like, hey, I want to invite the Grinch to our Christmas celebrations because he's not that bad in her opinion. She also met him by accident at the post office.
Post office saved her life. Almost killed her, but then saved her life.
Yeah, he saved her life at the post office.
Well, Max actually saved her life, but Max was like, get that damn child.
Max was like,
come on now. You OD. This is a lot.
Max is a black woman. Max's name is Maxine.
Because Max was like, we're not doing this here. You had your fun. We're not killing kids.
We're not killing kids. For no reason.
Right.
Kid ain't do nothing to you. So when it was time to do the Christmas stuff, Cindy Lou Who invited the Grinch to be like the honoree or whatever.
I forgot the name was. The Chairmeister.
The Chairmeister. So it made the mayor jealous because it looks like, I think he's always the Chairmeister.
He was always the Chairmeister because who voted against the mayor? You know, them type of situations.
Yeah, he's in charge. So when he came down, everybody was fawning over him, everybody was nice to him, everything went well in a certain sense, but in the end, towards the end of his speech about Christmas shit, he goes, he gives him a gift.
Yeah.
It's a razor. It's like an electric razor.
From his childhood trauma.
To be shady.
And I would have stole all that shit too that night. And I'd have caused the scene. I'd have caused the scene up in there. They would have seen me.
When he cut his hair, he would be like, yup, bitch.
Yeah, I'd have caused the scene. Yeah. Because that'd have been the last straw for me. I done came out of my comfort zone, joining you hoes. And this how y'all treat me? I'm participating in festivities.
And this little
you want to see me get out of character?
And you gonna be like this to me? Oh, nah. This one time
we worry about me.
So that shit up too.
Yeah, I tore it up.
I would have
tore down the big ass tree that was in the city. Oh, I'd have tore it up.
It was a little car that blew up.
Yeah, I'd have tore it up. Everything.
He was tearing it up appropriately so.
Appropriately.
So, yeah. So what was I saying? You said he was a 5 because you understood from his back trauma why he's evil. I say he's a 6. I'm gonna go 6, 7, 5, 6.5. Because even though you have trauma, you cannot go stealing everybody's stuff.
That is true. Can't be a
You
thief.
cannot steal the tree out the center of the
Yeah.
town.
And
You
what
are
made
evil.
him want to give everything back?
The same thing. He goes up in the mountain. He takes everything. He goes up in the mountain, and he hears the town. Because remember, so when the father come out, everybody said, "Mama, mama," and the mayor's cussing out Cindy Lou Who, like, "You little, I told your ass not to invite no Grinch."
Period.
Father is like, "Hey, you're not gonna do something to my
Yeah.
daughter."
Too much.
Conflict. They choose from that moment to just choose to still be,
Together.
yeah, like, it's okay, we're alive, we made it. Christmas isn't about the
I don't
gifts.
know why I
And
thought one of these Cindy Lou cat came up to him and like persuaded him. I don't know why my
you're
imagination was
right.
warped.
You're right. You're right. So after that scene with the father and the mayor, Cindy Lou Who goes up to the mountain.
Okay. Okay.
You are correct. And she's up on top of the gifts that's about to fall up the side of the mountain. Like,
Okay.
oh no,
Gotcha.
I had to save the gifts, I had to save Cindy Lou Who, because he always liked Cindy Lou Who, even though she's a
Yeah.
Who, he was still like, she was very nice to him.
Cause she did like a
So
whole report on him and everything. Like
she liked
she
the
took
Grinch.
time to get to know him.
She did. She would have probably been. Never mind. So she he saves her life.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Max get her off the side of the mountain.
Yeah.
And he comes, and then that was his heart grows because she hugs him.
And
You're
they all
right.
have dinner together. And he finally with his girlfriend and they just having a good time.
And when the girlfriend done moved up to the garage mountain, to the garbage mountain.
Yeah, where our man? You went with your man.
To the garbage mountain.
I done went with my man.
You gotta clean this shit up first.
I mean, yeah, really cleaned it up. But I done went with my man. He's been
The
through
thing,
all that.
the thing he's the only one that's on the garbage mountain. Because the other Grinch, although he lived in solitude, it wasn't garbage.
Yeah. He was the only one that was like, they were sending the trash up specifically for him.
And he like loved it. He like pulled that
Yeah.
shit into his house. He lived like a junkyard inside his house.
Yeah, it was yeah.
So yeah, he gets the girl in the end. The third one, he to me on a level of like
Evil. Bad.
evil. It's like he's just an ornery old man.
I was gonna give him a 3. Because
Yeah,
he wasn't
I'll give him
mean.
a 3 too.
Yeah.
He's just mean. But like
Yeah.
he doesn't really do anything.
He was grumpy. And I think
He was
in
a
this one, and like from this one, the difference that he had a neighbor like up there with him. Like Keenan was his neighbor.
Keenan was up there getting on that man's nerves.
With them Christmas decorations and shit. Like kind of tell him, come on out, come on over. He was like, what was he, like a lumberjack?
The Keenan, yeah. He was,
yeah.
I don't know, maybe a baker. Either way, because I think he was cutting his own tree. I don't think he was cutting his random trees.
Yeah, I don't remember. He had a neighbor.
I watched this an hour ago. An hour ago. But either way, he was so friendly with the Grinch. He didn't give the Grinch a time to be actually evil. Like the solitude is what ate up the first 2 Grinches.
Mm-hmm.
But this one didn't get solitude. Everybody's still getting on his nerves, still coming to his house. No one respects his
everybody was still talking to him like they wasn't scared. They were like, oh, hey, Grinch, how you doing? What's up, buddy? You coming to the Christmas party? And he like, fuck y'all, no.
Oh, I hate like, get off my damn face. Get off me. He said, fuck y'all. No, I don't like y'all.
Like, y'all?
That's really the way he carried it. He really wasn't evil. He was just mean.
Yeah, he just grumpy.
Yeah, just a grumpy old man. I wanted to say something. So only in the 2 movies, I don't remember it in the. Oh, he might have said it in the second one, but I don't remember it. The first movie, why is that Grinch only 35 years old?
I didn't even catch the age.
He said, for 35 years, I've had to live with these daggone Who's. In the new one, for 55 years, I've been living with these Who's. The new one's younger than the first one.
Because they probably felt like 35 was too young.
It is.
It's like, damn, 35.
I said, damn, he done made it 35.
I mean, 35 kind of makes, I would say 40 would gel properly for me. 40.
I still think 40's too young.
No,
I'm
because in the
35.
second one, okay, in the second one, everybody
Jerome was
looked like they was in their
42.
40s.
Jerome was 42. Can you
Yeah.
picture him being an angry old man already?
If they pushed them to that limit, I do. Yeah. If
But
they pushed them
35 years. He was
35
still
years, I've been hating you bitches.
I agree. I think 45 would be
I
reasonable.
say
As a
I think he would be 40, 45 because everybody looked kind of in that range.
yeah, in the
Because you can
middle of
hold
it.
it. That's a long grudge, you know.
Yeah.
He
He
been
was
out
over
by
30 years
himself.
old.
Yeah, he was by himself. He left when he was a kid. And we saying the
Been
basic
older than like
storyline of the
10.
second was for everybody. He
Yeah,
left as a kid. He was living on his own. He was an orphan.
yeah. Yeah, he couldn't have been older than like 10 when he left.
Yeah, so he gotta be like 40, 45. But I guess in this one, he's 55, so he can be a grouchy old man.
He was so
I'm a
mad.
grouch.
So what I'm saying. So yeah, well, I would give him a low number too. If you say 3, I'll go 3. He was
Yeah,
not
I'm a
evil.
3.
Uh,
Yeah.
the way he turned around,
I don't remember. I feel like it was
same
something like
thing.
the
He goes,
man.
so he gets a little moose friend
Yes.
that helps him on the mountain. I think
Him and Max.
the moose friend's wife shows up at some point with their babies.
Oh, sweet.
Was that the end?
After he stole all the gifts and stuff.
It was after they stole the Grinch, but I can't remember if he got the gifts back yet. Damn it. I don't remember.
I feel like it
I
had something
think
to do with the neighbor and the moose. I remember the moose.
the moose and Max and the neighbor.
Mhm.
I don't think it was really Cindy Lou who turned him around though.
And that's the point I was gonna make because I remember we didn't see a lot of Cindy Lou Who in the
Oh, it's
newest
more
one.
her. Child, her mother's a single mother.
Oh yeah.
She got the little friend. She trying to help the mother out. She taking care of herself. And
Because
like I
they
think she got
riding the bikes. Did she hook the Grinch up with her mom?
maybe.
Because wasn't it like she wanted her mom to have a man?
He made something like that. Watch it an hour ago.
Yeah, I did not, guys. This is muscle memory. I think
Maybe
it was.
she did.
I think the Grinch and her mom got together
Hey,
because that would, yeah,
because
because that
in
would tie in
the
the whole
scene,
moose situation of him seeing the mama and the baby.
the
Maybe he was a
family.
single parent, and then he like, damn, I could use a family too. Let me go holler at Cindy Lou and her mama.
Mm-hmm,
I'm
mm-hmm.
gonna
Come
go
on,
with that.
Cindy Lou, you the daughter now.
Yeah.
You about to be
Yeah.
Cindy Lou Grinch.
Yeah, I forgot about the whole Cindy Lou had a single mama.
I did too. I did too.
Yeah.
But single
Why
mother
did they
working
go that route? So the
like a
Grinch was the
nurse.
mom.
I like it. When I first saw it, I was like, why did they have a single mother? I don't like this.
No, same here.
But I guess they was giving the Grinch a love story, a love interest. And they
To
made it to
make his
be
heart turn.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hmm.
But something about that is what turned him around. And then he
Yeah.
brings us all back as well.
And they have a family dinner.
And they had the family dinner, and somebody got a whole bunch of siblings. Am I thinking about the other movie? Never mind. I'm thinking about Horton Hears a Who, I think.
Yeah.
There's like 20 million of them. There's like 99 of them.
Yeah, that's a good Dr. Seuss one too.
It is.
I like that one. I like
I
Little
think it's
Horton
like
Hears a Who.
a whole bunch of those. But yeah, so
Hey.
that's the evilness and then that turnaround of the first three. That's the storyline basically of the first three, well, of all three of them.
Yeah.
Let's get into the actors that are portraying these characters. I can't say much about the first one
Because it was narration.
before us. I mean, I could just say his name, but it wouldn't be helpful to us because we don't really know. I had it just pulled. I had the IMDb pulled up.
I mean, the first one was the guy that narrated. He did wonderful. I'm not gonna complain about him.
So
Yeah.
good. I definitely give him credit for like how the narration brought the story to life.
Yeah.
Boris Karloff.
Sure.
Oh, he was in a lot of things. The Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein. I know this face. He was great. He was great. But we're gonna get into the ones that we know.
Yeah.
So 2001 was directed by Ron Howard. Shout out to Ron Howard. He the GOAT. He the GOAT. One of the greatest have ever done it. And then The Grinch is Jim Carrey. I
Yeah.
don't think it's more. It might be one, but like The Grinch is Jim Carrey is so spot on. Like the character is written for Jim Carrey, and Jim Carrey is created to be the Grinch.
Yeah. Anybody else that does the Grinch, like anybody, my opinion, whoever does the Grinch after that was basing it upon Jim Curry's adaptation of the Grinch.
I agree.
So it's like when you think of
Any
the Grinch, like,
parody-
oh yeah.
Any parodies, anybody like trying to do like imitation, they do Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Jim Carrey as the Grinch. Because before that I know of, there wasn't a live action Grinch. He made the movement and the voice and how he's supposed to sound grumpy or mean in that way. That was Jim Carrey. And the directors, of course,
is a full-on animated character. So like put him in the suit. He went full on. Remember I was talking about Damon Wayans, or like if you give him a thing and he turns into it, that's literally what Jim Carrey does. And it's so interesting that they got their start in the same way on the same show together, that they both could just, we're on the Living Color, we can do sketch comedy, let us just do us. And that's, and they, I don't know, Jim Carrey always give in Living Color credit for the start of his career and how he does things. And you can tell because the same way Major Payne was this crazy costume, Jim Carrey puts on these costumes for every single character he ever plays. This one was one of them. When every time he stood and he had like his whole body looking like he was pregnant, I would chuckle out loud. Why are you doing this?
He brought it to life. He's
so animated. So animated.
Imagine somebody else. I know they had a live musical one. I didn't watch it, but I think I'm gonna watch it and see like how they embody it. You say no. It is. It's not. Oh, was it good? It's bad. Yeah. The ABC musicals, man.
Hold on, I have to charge my computer. I'm constantly the reason. I'm the reason for all the issues.
Shenanigans. Are you gonna watch the Beauty and the Beast live action?
Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. I don't think her. You think her can pull it off?
I think her has a beautiful voice, but I've never seen her act before.
That's the thing. I don't think she can pull it.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch it. It comes on tomorrow. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Thursday. Yeah, I think Thursday.
I'll find a charge. Okay, nah. Leave that part on the cutting floor.
All the dead silence.
Had to unplug my phone, so good luck there. Yeah, I watched the live action Grinch. Let me pull up the actors. It was not. I watched it, but it was not
what it was. What it should have been.
It was a lot.
See, I don't
even know who any of these people are. I do know who Boo Boo Stewart is.
Okay.
But that's because I was such a big Twilight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
was obsessed with Twilight. We should do Twilight.
I couldn't get into it.
We should do it, but listen, only because I know that I'm be able to stand 10 toes on my Twilight stuff. I know Twilight so well. I read the books either way. But the guy who did the Grinch is Matthew Morrison. He also does the stage play, I believe. So the stage play, the on Broadway, the Grinch on Broadway, they just brought it to TV.
And it was trash. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes, it was trash.
Hit or miss. It's
not good. Nope.
I thought the acting in the second one was great. Even the male was great. You got that he was a freaking jerk Even Cindy Lou's dad working at a postal office, they was working that man to the bone at the postal office.
He was working. He was tired.
He was tired. Even the two ladies, Cindy Lou's mom, I can't even think of the little sexy
My
lady name,
Shannon.
like the Grinch.
My Shannon was Cindy's mother. The sexy lady name is Martha.
Martha. Even her. Even Martha and Cindy Lou's mom with that light competition. Like all the characters that they highlighted, it made sense. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to just take somebody out of the movie. Like he did great. They bought the production.
Nobody. I wouldn't leave none of them characters on the cutting floor.
That's what I'm saying. All of
them were, including the mayor's assistant.
He was
Ron Howard's brother.
Yeah.
So like he was like, the thing is like, if Ron Howard was gonna direct something, his brother was always in all of it, and I was just like, they just found a way to put him in this one.
And he did good.
He does. He's a great actor too.
He did good as the assistant. Everybody was great. And the newer one, the newer animation one,
Benedict Cumberbatch, like
voice acting. I didn't have any problems with anybody.
The old man really good because the actor isn't really that old. Benedict Cumberbatch, he's not too old, but he does good character work. He's British.
Oh, okay.
So you try to, Dr. Strange?
Yeah.
That is him.
Okay. He did good though.
That is him. So
I didn't get he was 55, but
55 from after watching it with his little, in the beginning you don't get it, but when he's walking with his little coffee and he's walking through the town, you start to feel like, okay, this was represent an old ornery man. Supposed to represent an old ornery man. I got it. Old and ornery.
I feel like if anybody I would take out, I don't know, because I was gonna say I would take out the neighbor, but the neighbor wasn't bad. He just was extra.
Yeah, he definitely balances the Grinch.
I don't know. Everybody did good.
Cindy Lou Who had a whole group of friends that was like
in the neighborhood. Yeah, wasn't needed because I didn't remember
one best friend, and then the one best friend was like was trying to keep her from being bad.
Yeah, he was the boy with the black hair.
Yeah, that's really all she needed, to be honest. I didn't need the concept of the mother being a single mother, but I get it. The mayor in this one is like a woman. She's a woman, and
okay. Was she nice?
Yeah, she just wasn't a substantial character, so she could go. She can go. I don't know. A lot of the characters can actually go when I think about it. Like,
so it was extras. Now that you think about it.
I don't even remember half these people.
Yeah, I don't, but it's not fresh in my brain. But
an hour ago.
The people the people I remember is Keenan's character, the Moose, Max, the Grinch. Once you said Cindy Lou, I was like, yeah, I do remember her and her mom. Like they was a single family household. I remember the little best friend. Yeah, that's really it.
I think that they could have pivoted and then made the neighbor best friend more of the Cindy Lou Who role and turn in the Grinch, and we could have got rid of Cindy Lou Who ass too.
Yeah, but I guess she's a staple too, so you can't just get rid of Cindy Lou.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Soundtrack wise, the third one most definitely had the best soundtrack.
So the first one just had the Bahu Boris and the mean one, the evil song.
Did they
the second
in the first one?
That evil song is in all three of them.
Dang, I don't remember in the first one. I remember the little Bahu.
Your car wasn't your smile, Mr.
Okay, I'm lying. Yeah.
Oh, greasy black banana.
Yeah, it might have. Yeah, that's not the memorable one. I don't know why it didn't come back to me.
You're a smart one. Jim Carrey sang the mean one in the second one.
And Cindy Lou had a solo.
Yeah. It was like when the song came on, it reminded me of the you ever seen All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
song when she's singing to the somewhere,
Yeah.
it sounds just like that song. I was like, dang, she sang that same song, but I listened to it, the words weren't the same.
You want to know what Christmas was about. So I mean, I'm gonna try
Yeah,
solo.
yeah, but no, thank you.
It was a solo.
Um, but the mean Jim Carrey's the mean one, the scene that the song was in was so good.
Was yeah, I was about to say was brilliant. Yeah.
It was so good. It was the best. To me, it was the best scene of that because in the first animated one, he was like cutting up the thing and he's like with Max trying to make himself into like a Santa.
Yeah.
This one, he's full on. He's doing the same thing, but like it's given a lot. It's
Yeah.
a scene where he like pulls the tablecloth off
The
off,
table.
and
Yeah.
then he runs away and knock everything off. Why that was improvised? Everything's supposed to fall.
I'm like, shit just
Jim
happened.
Carrey is just so great. He accidentally snatched
Actually
the
did
champagne
it properly.
and
Yeah.
then just had to sabotage himself.
Like shit.
Let me not go and walk over there. So that scene definitely gets the props for me for like the best mean one.
Yeah.
But just the song itself, the third one,
The third one.
Tyler the Creator kills it.
It got flow to it. It got
Tyler
singing that Mr. Mean one.
and Pharrell, doom,
Yeah.
doom, doom, the mean one. You really
Feel
are
it.
here.
Yeah.
It's so dope. It's so dope. And I like the song of the carolers as he's walking into town. He's just walking into town and he sees a group of characters. God rest ye merry mental men, let nothing ye dismay. Remember
Mhm.
Christ, I'll say, you was born on Christmas Day. So he keeps walking and they start to follow him. And they attack that. They trap him inside of a thing and they're like, boom, 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 boom. He has to run away and they like jazz band him. I love that. Me and Kyle be going on. That's not
I'm going to
saying.
find a free one because I gotta see it. I gotta watch it again.
You can just have the soundtrack. You can find those scenes on YouTube.
I know I'm finding music. I'm saying I just wanted to see the animation again.
You can see those because those scenes are like videos. They're on YouTube
Oh, that's
just
nice.
for the song.
Yeah.
So definitely the third one gets the music. The third one gets the music for sure. And the narration of Pharrell is musical.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the first one, he's giving us like the energy of the 30-minute The Grinch. This one, he's been like, hey, I'm watching it with y'all. Hey, this is The Grinch. How we like The Grinch. He's going in the down. His energy was like someone in the audience versus like someone watching.
Yeah.
Really good. I want to talk about the visuals.
Yes.
1966 animated cartoon. I'm not shitting on it. It's just that it's 1966 animated cartoon.
And they did the best they could out here, and it was wonderful.
It looks just like the book. It's great.
Yeah.
But if we compare like the Illumination to the 2001 with Jim Carrey, it's interesting to see how like it's random CGI parts all up and through the 2001.
Mm-hmm.
That to me brings down the value of like the practical makeups and the practical graphics because they had like practical just makeups, like they had like puppets and stuff doing things. And then while you see like a puppet, it's like a little tiny who, but he's like on a little green screen. I said, why do you have that
Yeah.
there? We didn't need that. We didn't need that. They could have just filmed the small thing or film it big and make it small and leave it like that. But the Illumination one is beautiful.
Oh yeah. And it better have been true. The way we do animation now today.
And it's beautiful. When it comes to visually, it was beautiful.
Sometimes I do think the newer animation sometimes is too bright for me. And I just like sometimes and I mean you want bright colors, but sometimes I wish they toned down the colors sometimes. Sometimes it's too bright. Like I don't know how to explain it in terminology, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like the Groot movie and the Minion movie,
Sometimes
sometimes
it's too bright.
sometimes just a little too bright. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And it's funny though, because I laugh because sometimes I feel like live action CGI is too dark and moves too fast.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can't see what's going on at all. It's like all too blurry.
Yeah.
Where like there's no middle ground. Like if
Yeah.
it's a full-on animated movie,
Right.
it's like a live action movie is too dark. They're trying to hide so many parts of it.
Mm.
And interesting. Interesting. What else you want to talk about?
That's it. What's the scores? What are
All
we
right,
rating?
so let's do Rotten Tomatoes first.
Yeah.
So we'll do Rotten Tomatoes for the first Grinch first.
If it's even out there.
I mean, everything's on there, right? Let's see. What was on the other one? Okay. What do you think
Jeez.
it is?
The way you laugh. Um, I'm gonna say they gave it a 60, just based on the laugh.
Oh no, don't base it on my laugh. Base it on what you think that people would rate it.
I'm gonna say the 60.
Okay, so 28 critic reviews. It's a 100%.
Ah, okay. That was wonderful.
Audience, it's more than 100. Audience score 94.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and I can see why people would do that. It's such a classic.
Yeah. You can't be mean to a classic.
I mean, people do be mean to classics all
I
the
know,
time,
but damn, that's shitty though. That's the Grinch.
but it's the Grinch though.
Right. Like, come on now.
It's the Grinch though, and then we have How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I'm surprised they all have different titles.
It's stupid.
What are we doing here?
And what do you think that one is?
Okay, I'm gonna say they gave that one an 85. They gave it low
Why do you think it's 85?
because people love Jim Carrey, but I feel like people could be hating on Jim Carrey too. So I'm gonna say 85. They
Okay,
hating on.
so yeah, wait, but look. So out of 144 critics, it has a score of 49.
Damn. Hate on
Audience
boy.
score is over 250,000 audience scores.
Oh, it had to be a
50,
90.
56.
Damn.
But I'm gonna tell you this. I remember, so mind you, I was like 13, 14 when the movie came out. I remember hating it. I remember
Damn.
critics hating it. I remember other people hating it. But mind you, if it's 2000, the first one came out in the 60s. So those people are only like my age, 30 something.
Oh, that's probably why they hated it.
They're like, oh no, the original Grinch. Original Grinch
Oh
are there.
no.
So I remember people being like, this is, you see my mother who's 60 now, so 30 more years from then.
She didn't like it.
I hate it. Nope. Jim Carrey do too much.
Mm.
At the time, so I can see that being the score. I was expecting it to be higher, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, they some haters, bro.
Because people my age are becoming critics now, so you would think it would be more votes from people, but what would say it's still, you know, let me see if I can see like sorted from when the most current. No, the last review on here was from 2019, and it gave it a fresh. So
Yeah, because it's fresh. Okay, now I'm intrigued with the new one, guy. I think the new one is going to do better than the Jim Carrey one.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Why?
I think because it's Pharrell's and his team. I think he got a lot of reach, and I think a lot of the kids today has watched that one. So my family, gathering of a movie. So
okay. So it's 194 reviews.
Okay, I'm gonna say 70.
59.
Damn, well.
It's better than Jim Carrey's one.
It is. I mean, I was right on that point.
But not that much. It's technically fresh. It was over like 55 was fresh. Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, that's not how it works. It's not fresh.
I thought you gotta be 60 to be fresh. It's the gray book.
Right. And then audience score over 10,000 ratings.
Then they probably gave it a C, a 70, 60, 59.
51.
Damn. Well,
So the critics did not like the last two. The audience did not like the last two. Everybody loved the first one.
yeah.
What are we giving these movies? Are we going to rate them as a whole?
Oh, what? Divide.
Let's go first individually and then your overall score.
Okay.
First one. What do you give it? Out of 10.
We out of 10. I don't like to give nobody no 10. I'm gonna give it a cool 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I will also give it an 8.
Yeah, it was a classic. It was the one that started off.
Classic. Dr. Seuss was, trash, but he was very creative.
He wrote them books, man.
You can't take it from him. Even if you want to, you can't take it from him. And it was just amazing. Yeah. I can imagine it being like an experience for somebody who first time seeing anything like that.
You in that world. Imagine they got like a freaking amusement park, a Dr. Seuss.
They got one somewhere.
It'd be nice. I want to go.
I don't think it's like real popular like Disney, but I think it exists.
I would go and be in the Dr. Seuss Whoville land. With all the characters. Okay, the second one, I'll give it. Oh, I'm giving the second one a 9. Ain't no question about it. Yeah.
I think I give it also an 8 though.
Okay, that's fair.
I give them both an 8. I give the second one an 8. You have to work real hard to understand what the hell's going on in the second one. Like, why is he so
got it pretty simple.
Why is he even there? He don't look like none of them. Like, the second one, they give you so much backstory that you have to try to piece together why he behaves the way he behaves. When the first one, he bad.
Yeah, the first one he just was mean and bad. But that's why I like the second one, because I got the backstory. I got the reason why he was doing the thing.
You know what? I'm gonna change to an 8.5. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the backstory given in the second one motivated additional backstory for the third one. So we see him as a child as well, where I don't think we would have ever gotten deep into his life if the second one didn't exist and do it that way. So it paved the way for the third one to be more, to give us more. So 8.5. It inched out.
Fair. That's fair.
What about the third one?
The third one, and this is just because it's vague in my memory, I'm going to give it a 7.
Oh, me too. I'm giving it a 7. And I just saw it.
I don't think it was terrible. I would try to watch it again. I can see me watching it with my nieces on the holidays. Yeah.
I give it a 7. The whole score is for the music.
That's fair.
The image was great. It looked great. Brenda coming back to the fine job. Keenan was funny. Yeah. But my score is that music. That music, when I tell you, we put it on now if we want to, just in a car.
Yeah.
The music was so good. Tyler Curry did a great job. I think he got a Grammy for it. He deserved it.
Oh, period. So yeah.
They released a whole nother Grinch or Christmas theme accompaniment to the movie. It was so good. The whole score for me is, I'm bringing it to 7.5. Third one gets 7.5.
Yeah.
Overall score for the whole Grinch concept.
The whole franchise. I'm gonna give it an 8.
I think I'm gonna give it a 9. Even though none of the movies or the book individually scored that high, it's cultural relevance. Mm-hmm. The Grinch is like a big deal culturally in America. Mm-hmm. The fact that they reinvented every couple of years and you can feel, it feels different each time. It doesn't feel like the same thing. It gives multiple actors opportunities to play these crazy characters. It was innovative at the time when the book was written, let alone when the first animated movie came out. Mm-hmm. So I give it a 9 for the cultural Christmas spiritness. 9.
Yeah.
9.
And that's how the Grinch stole Christmas.
And that's how the Grinch stole Christmas. Would you edit anything? Do you have any edits, any changes you would make?
No, I would keep it the same. Oh, well, hold on. Let me slow down. For the last one, I don't think I would make her a single mom. Something about it just didn't sit right with me. Maybe
Here's the
because I was raised
deal.
by a single mom. I didn't like it in my fairy tales. I don't know. I didn't want it.
I understand.
Yeah.
So also raised part-time single parent.
I don't know. I didn't want it.
I get it. Like, oh, we struggling anyway. We don't need to add this.
You feel me? Like she was doing her best out here. She didn't want to be the Grinch.
We meet her before we meet Cindy Lou Who, and she's falling asleep on the bus. She don't work the overtime being a nurse. This woman is tired. And Cindy Lou Who is bad as hell.
Stressed.
She's tired.
Wait, was she
bad?
No, I think I do remember. She was because then she had like twin siblings or like a brother. They was like making toast or something.
Yeah, she
together.
had siblings. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's a lot.
Younger siblings. And she had nerve to be bad as she was. That lady tired.
That lady was tired. But Cindy Lou was a good kid. I feel like she was asking Santa for like a father. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
She was, I think, for her mother to get a vacation.
Or something. It was something sweet.
She was asking Santa for her mother to get like a break.
Yeah.
Wow, whole time getting in trouble every 5 damn minutes though.
I don't even think she was a bad kid. I think she just was doing her own thing.
Sat down. She sat her ass down. She wouldn't be having issues. One thing I would add though, so the internet, I be on the social medias all the time.
You do.
They've asked a conspiracy theory or the side theory that the Grinch actually belongs in a different Dr. Seuss story. So you have like the other stories are Horton Hears a Who, the other ones have movies. Horton Hears a Who, the Lorax, Cat in the Hat has a movie.
I love the Cat in the Hat.
That's all of them. I feel like I'm missing one. Either way, this believed that the Grinch is actually supposed to be in Horton Hears a Who, I think. Whatever one where the Who's are a bit more fuzzy, they're like hairy, is where the Grinch belong. He landed on the wrong speck of dust.
Oh, that was kind of cute. I like that.
I said, oh, they should have done that. Have like
had him in there
and show like different babies going to different specks of dust. And he, some reason, like a wind came and took him to the snow dust rather than the dusty dust.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Well, yeah, Horton Hears Who takes place in like the jungle. Like, so yeah, he's supposed to be in the jungle. That's why he green.
That's why he green.
Oh, they should have added
Grinch.
It's not too late to make the next Grinch, where we have like a Dr. Seuss universe, Dr. Seuss Cinematic Universe, DSCU.
That's him.
Start the DSCU, and then have him like a little like, oh, he wasn't supposed to go to the other place.
I wonder how they would do that. Or you know what other one they're kind of fuzzy is Green Eggs and Ham. They just did a Netflix. Like the
Green Eggs and Ham people for sure.
Yeah,
but they don't
like that one.
Yeah, but he does it like the Green Eggs and Ham people.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even wear pants. I don't think I don't think Sam had on pants.
I don't think Sam has pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hop on Pop, they didn't have on pants.
Yeah. Because I know did you watch the Green Eggs and Ham when it came on Netflix?
The show, you're right. I forgot about the animated show. I did watch that.
It was nice. It was cute. I liked it.
He again was an ornery man who wanted to mind his damn business.
Yeah.
He was an ornery man minding his business. And these children.
Dr. Seuss, he know how to write it though.
Yeah. The older ones are
people into his world. Yeah.
Newer books are long.
I haven't read the newer books.
Words and they don't rhyme. With the old school Dr. Seuss books, they were really good. They were really good for early readers as well.
What's your top Dr. Seuss movies?
I'm gonna go with The Grinch.
Okay.
Jim Carrey's The Grinch. That's the top movie. Then the animated The Grinch is number 2. Then I know nobody liked this movie. Nobody liked Cat in the Hat.
I love Cat in the Hat. That's my first one.
That's your number 1?
Yeah.
People, they rang it through but I'm Mike Myers. He was committed. Dakota
Yeah.
Fan was very cute. It just worked. It worked for me.
Cat in the Hat is my first movie. I
Mhm.
watched that movie faithfully. I love it. I find it comical. I enjoy Cat in the Hat. My second one will have to be The Grinch,
Mhm.
of course. Then when we get into the weeds of things, it would be Horton Hears a Who, and then the Lorax.
I would, yeah, yeah, the Horton Hears a Who. Didn't I wouldn't put the Lorax on my list at all.
I mean, well, he in there. I'm like, he at the bottom though.
I would put
He belongs.
The Illumination Grinch behind Horton Hears a Who.
That's fair. Yeah. Because
The-
Horton and Who, that was a good movie.
yeah, Horton Hears a Who was good. It was.
Yeah,
It
that
was.
was good.
Again, Jim Curry again.
What he was doing in Horton? Horton
He
Hears a
was
Who.
the elephant. He was Horton.
You lying.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Jim Curry is Horton. Trying
I
his
did
best
not.
not to stop from doing
I didn't
he was
know
trying to,
that.
I hear it. I hear something. And it's these motherfuckers living on a damn speck of
Living
dust.
on the dandelion. That was yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, I didn't know that. Good for him.
Good for him. Okay. This was great. What for Christmas?
We're going Jingle Jingle.
Jingle jingle. Jingle jingle next week.
Yeah. And then we're going to are we doing the one after Jingle Jangle, or that's just we wrapping it up?
I think we should find a New Year's one.
We don't have no New Year movies.
Ain't no New Year's movies.
I doubt it.
Let me try and think of a New Year's movie.
Yeah.
I can't think of a New Year's movie.
Well, bye.
All right, bye. Let Me Tell You is a part of the Loud and Wrong Podcast Network. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can also listen to us wherever you find podcasts.